Are you someone looking for a job but feel that you're not getting enough number of interview calls despite being qualified and suitable for several job openings out there? One of the main reasons behind it can be that your resume only is not reaching the correct set of eyes. If you want to get several interview calls, then this is the video for you to get all the tips to make your resume stand out and get shortlisted very quickly. Also, at the end of this video, we will be sharing the technique of adding the keywords that you should include in your resume, as these are used by the hiring managers to search from the huge pool of resumes available in the market. Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Rise and Shine, where you get all answers to transform your life for the better. Please subscribe to our channel by clicking subscribe button below and press the bell icon to get the recent updates from our channel. In this video today, we will cover the below topics. What is a resume? What are the main components of a resume? Quick tips to make the most attractive resume, and the technique of adding the keywords to be used in the resume to get shortlisted for your dream job. So let's start with the first topic. What is a resume? A resume is a document made and used by a person to share their background, skills, and major accomplishments in their professional lives. Resumes are mostly used to secure a new employment. If you are looking for a job, then the first step is to make the best resume, as that will reach the prospective employer before they speak to you on call or meet you in person. In simple words, the resume decides whether you will get a chance to prove your worth to the employer in the interview or not. Now moving to the main components of a resume. So there are 5 most important components in a resume. The first one is your contact information. Now this should include your first name, last name, phone number, preferably the mobile number and not just the landline number, though you can include both if you want, and your personal email ID. You may also want to include just the city and the state name of your residence and the URL to your LinkedIn profile. A professional photograph can also be placed on the top left corner, but this is completely optional. Next is resume introduction. Now consider this as the elevator pitch for your resume. There are times when the hiring managers only read this first paragraph of the resume. Basically, this should include the crux of your resume in just a few lines. Third is experience. This should include all your professional work experience details. If you are a fresher, you may want to include details of any internship projects you had done during your education. The fourth component is skills. This is a very important part of the resume, irrespective of you being experienced or a fresher. You should list a mix of hard and soft skills to tell the employer that you are a dynamic candidate suitable for different kinds of openings. And last but not the least is education. This is usually the last section of the resume unless you also want to include personal information like hobbies, languages known, etc. in the end. Please include your education qualification starting with the most recent one first. You can also put this in tabular format, including the column headings, name and location of the school, college or university, degree name, graduation year, and the GPA or percentage score. Now that we have discussed the main components of the resume, let us now look at the quick tips to make the most attractive resume to get shortlisted for your dream job. First and foremost, the resume should be very visually appealing and presentable in terms of look and feel also. It should start with your name on the top in a bigger font size as compared to the other text in the resume. Please ensure that there are no typos in the resume. If you have included the photograph, it should be a passport-sized professional picture wearing formal attire. The resume introduction should be very catchy and comprehensive. If someone reads just that one paragraph, they should know where you stand and what your accomplishments have been. Treat it like an elevator pitch. It should broadly include the answers to these 3 questions. What is your current role and company name, or what is your latest qualification if you are a fresher? Which industry sectors have you been serving or are a specialist of? What are your specific skills and major accomplishments to validate the defined skill set? Another important point to be kept in mind is that the sequence of the experience and education sections of the resume should be current to former experience and education level. This is because the most current role is usually the most relevant experience for the hiring manager to decide whether to shortlist the resume or not. In the experience section, one should create subsections for different experiences. Each experience should include the employer or the company name, the location, city, and state, the tenure employed, and a few bullet points describing the roles, responsibilities, and the achievements. In addition to the 5 components discussed above, you may also want to include any specific training attended, certification or licenses that you have received, or any awards won, extracurricular activities you have participated in, hobbies, or any association with an NGO as a volunteer, etc. And as we mentioned earlier, the skills section is the most critical as the maximum keywords can be used in this section of the resume. And before we close, here is the technique for using the top keywords to be used in the resume to get to the top in the hiring manager's search list. These keywords can be used across the resume content, majorly under the experience section and the skills section. While explaining the roles, responsibilities, and achievements, we should try to use the keywords required per the job description of the new role. This and the skill section should include the most marketable abilities you possess. Also, very important is that you should be able to tailor this section based on the kind of position you are applying for. You may want to add a few of the skills from the job description provided under your skills section to get picked up quickly. This is a great way to catch the hiring manager's attention and increase your chances of getting an interview. This was all from us for today. I hope the tips for making your resume attractive were helpful. Best wishes for getting shortlisted for your next interview. Do watch our video, What an Interviewer Wants, to crack the interview. I've left the link in the comment box below. And also watch out for our video with answers to the top 10 questions usually asked in the interviews. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to our channel Rise and Shine. You can also leave your questions, comments, or any topics you would like to hear from us in the comment section below, and we will be happy to address them in our upcoming videos. Till then, stay good, stay safe.